Good morning, folks. I wanted to get a quick video out just to go over what we're looking at this morning. We have the Dow Jones futures, which are up about 585 points. They were up a little bit higher earlier, just off the highs. NASDAQ up 179.50, and the E-minis, the S&P E-mini futures up 69. So what happened last night is that the People's Bank of China came out and they lowered rates once again. Now, I'm suspect of that being the catalyst to the upside because the futures were up prior to the announcement, and they were up substantially, roughly about 500 points. So I think that this has less to do with China than we may think. I think it's that the markets are coming to grip with the fact that the Federal Reserve cannot raise rates in September. You heard a ton of talking heads on CNBC. I went through a lot of the tapes from yesterday, last night, listening to some of the comments. Also on Bloomberg, most pontificating that the Federal Reserve cannot raise rates. So they are now welcome to the club. So where to from here? We have a part B to why the futures are rallying this morning and were up prior to the announcement. And that part B are the technicals. We went over this last night at great length. The technicals on the stock market are very, very oversold. RSI and the S&P 500 is below 20, along with the fact that we are trading well below the third standard deviation Bollinger Band. Now, the way the futures are trading right now, the S&Ps anyway, they would have us trading up here, up and into the 1969 level, which would pierce this resistance level. I don't think that we're going to close there. We could. We very may well could do so. I do not have a crystal ball, but this would be one heck of a rally, and I think that that rally is going to be short-lived. So while we were scaling out of some, not all, but some of our short positions yesterday, what we're going to do today is we're going to look to, if we're lucky to see rallies in the names, look to scale out of some of our long positions and then look to reload on our short positions. So the game plan is this, is that we want to use our 15-minute chart, 30-minute chart, whatever you feel comfortable with using. We want to identify the highs of the day. Now let's use a hypothetical. At the high of the day, or this morning, we opened up at, let's round it up to 2070. That's a heck of a move. You have a lot of resistance up here. So what we want to look for is when we hit the resistance level of the morning, the highs of the morning, we want to watch for a pullback. Then we want to look for another move higher on the day. If we cannot break out above the morning's highs and we pull back and we take out the morning's lows, let's use this for instance, this chart right here. So we rallied up to 1953.28 yesterday afternoon. We pulled back, we held our lows. Now, if we rally and we were to have taken out 1953.28, it's off to the races because now we put in a new intraday high. But if we take out the lows of the morning of 1867.01, in all probability, we're going to see a continuation sell-off into the close. So it's critical that we not get too greedy, that we book profits on our longs, at least some of them, and that we use this as an opportunity to nibble if the markets give us a signal that it's time to reload on our short positions. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, and I'll talk to you later. And don't forget about member stock pick requests tonight. We're going to do it a little bit early this week, and if necessary, we'll go into it again tomorrow as well. And for new members, that's where we review the stock symbols that you're watching, not necessarily me, but what you're watching. Just go to the trading desk, enter your symbols on Ticker Cloud. Talk to you later, folks.